Hi folks, old Dave here. I'm gonna take a little stroll down memory lane again. Most of my memory lane stuff has to do with country music and country music stars and has something to do with some sort of a concert. But I have two of them tonight. One of them I'm going to do, the first one I'm going to show you a sign that not only I was involved in, but my son Eric was involved in this as well. Most of you probably know or have heard of DeLuise. Well, it just happened that I knew the people backstage at the hotel in up in Lake Tahoe, and DeLuise was appearing up there.
What's it say on the sign, Dad? Can you read it, what it says on the sign?
Yeah,
I'm not sure I got it.
Okay, it says, "To Dave, you can carve my name anytime. You're just great. Thank you, DeLuise." So what happened was, I went up to Tahoe to see a country music star. DeLuise was appearing at another hotel, so I went over and I knew I was going up there, so I made a sign for him, and then I made one for him to autograph for me, just assuming that I could get his attention and get to him, and it turned out that I could. My son Eric was with me. He was like 13 or 14 at the time.
Yeah, I think that's about how old I was.
Yeah, he just had started carving signs, so I took him with me. And we went and saw the DeLuise show, but I got on the house phone and got connected with his room, told him I had something for him, wanted to know if it was all right to bring it up to him. He said, "Sure, come on up." So, and the reason this has got such a good memory for me is it's just sort of funny. I went up and I had Eric with me. We went into the room and I said, "Dom, I've got something for you, something that I made that you might like." And I gave him the sign, and he said, "Oh my God," he said, "that is beautiful. Did you make that just for me?" And of course I was something of a wise guy in those days, and I said, "No." I said, "I had a friend that had a horse named DeLuise, and the damn horse died, so I thought you ought to have the sign." And he thought that was hilarious. He thought that was so funny. He just he laughed for 2 or 3 minutes. And then he made some nice remarks, talked to Eric, and told him that his dad was charming and that he was glad to meet him. And so anyway, that was a DeLuise moment that I thought I would share with you, even though it's not good.
Yeah, he was very gracious. And the show was hilarious. He was just
gracious guy. Had a great sense of humor.
Yeah,
and
he was just as personable and as funny in real life as he was in the movies in Cannonball Run, and
right.
Just a terrific guy.
Really a terrific guy.
He was.
And the next sign, this has to do with country music, and this one is for Jodi Miller. And I don't know how many of you, she's never made it to superstardom, but this one has a fond memory for me. Because when I made the sign for her, let's see if I can see what she wrote on here.
Yeah, it's real faint on camera. I'm not sure I can get it.
It's something about, and this is so wonderful, I'm so excited, thank you so much, Jodi Miller. Or words to that effect. I can't see it real good. But the reason I know what it says is because when I gave her sign, she was appearing, I think, in the early 70s. She had made a sign. Roger Miller, you probably remember, had a hit record, King of the Road. Jodi Miller, in the same year, 1965, I think, recorded basically the same tune, but her lyrics were Queen of the House instead of King of the Road. Well, she won a Grammy for it, and became something of a star just based on that song. Well, when I gave her, she was appearing as what they call a package show in, I think, Turlock, California at the fair. And so I made a sign for her and took it over to her, and I gave it to her, and she just exploded practically. She just could not stop raving about her sign. And being part of a package show, there was 5 or 6 other country artists there, and they had their buses, and they were all there at the fairgrounds. She took her sign, and she ran from bus to bus, hammering on the door, saying, "Look what I got! Look at this sign! Look what I got!" She ran to every bus in as part of the show, and everybody that came by, she would stop them and scream, "Look what I got! Look at my sign!" And so that's really why I wanted to share it, because she was just so enthusiastic. And I found out just a few days ago, I was looking up, seeing what she was doing now. And she's still alive, still had, I think she made her last record in 1999. She was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame for country music stars. And she's still alive, 72 years old. I guess she still sings. I don't think she tours anymore, but she's just a wonderful lady. If you ever have a chance to see some of her videos, some of her songs on YouTube, she really is a wonderful lady. So that was my sharing of my memory of Jodi Miller. And she and Roger Miller were no relation, by the way.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, they were no relation, but she made an uptake on his sign, King of the Road. She made Queen of the House, and she won a Grammy for it.
Huh.
Well deserved.
That's cool.
So that's my memory for tonight. We'll see you next time.